This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting.
You never
Setting
know.
this to repeat.
Might be something useful in here.
This is Ellie Perkins
Hey.
from Valentine's
Okay.
Detective Agency
Need something,
with
General?
a message for Nick's partner.
Your thoughts?
Beautiful night to
We've
be
got
out
a
and
new
about.
case and it sounds urgent.
How are you feeling
Stop by
about
the office.
things?
We better
I'll be
keep our
waiting.
eyes peeled.
Setting
Anything
this to
you want to
repeat.
talk about? What are you thinking
This
about?
is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective
What's
Agency
on your mind?
with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new
Just
case and it
curious what you're
sounds
thinking.
urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting.
Your thoughts?
Setting this to repeat.
Anything you want to talk about?
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's
Oh,
Detective
nothing.
Agency
No
with
problem.
a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent.
Coming to you from, the jeweled green, the green, the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. Now here's Connie Allen with a song that's, it's about space travel. Here's Rocket 69.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look on my... He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. I'm a friend of Nick's. He'll remember me. I need his help right away. And then he was gone. He was muttering something on the way out, but... no. I'm not sure it was important.
Come on, Ellie. Don't hold out on me. What did he say?
Well, I thought I heard him say something about a daughter and also a radio, but I might have misheard him. Not sure how the two would be connected.
I'll go check it out. Nick,
Time to hit the road?
you interested in traveling together?
Sure, could be fun.
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
I know I'm leaving her in good hands, Nick. Be careful out there.
I'll keep out of trouble if she does.
Hey.
Took a walk out in the fence. Had to talk with a man about some cans. He asked me what's your flavor. I said I need a favor.
I'm all ears.
I'm a little short of cash, but I'm a
Miss Perkins.
good
Be careful when you head over to the Nakano residence. That whole area is pretty isolated.
Took a dive with the swans out in the commons with nothing on. The mutant stopped to save her.
I wonder what the story is between Mr. Nakano and Nick.
A day's work. You're a good, good neighbor.
Even good people do crazy things when they're
We can
scared.
shake it up a little.
Ought to be Diamond
We can
City.
kick it up a notch. We can put it on the grid. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle. You can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, Diamond City, yeah, it's my thing. I flash my style. I show my rings. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good, good neighbor. We can shake it up a little. We can kick it up a notch. We can put it on the griddle. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle.
Works on the loose.
You can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, ooh, Diamond City. I flash my style. I show my rings. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good, 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 good neighbor. Yeah. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good, 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 good neighbor.
I hope you enjoyed that last song. Okay. Hey, have you seen the, well,
Sorry,
there's this
folks
article
won't be chewing
in,
on
the
ours.
paper. Appearances.
They won't be bothering anybody.
Well, it's something. And I'm not saying anybody's a saint. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I as to read, I have a statement from the mayor's
I wouldn't swallow
office.
any of this if I were you.
You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all. Everybody, kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Here's Frankie Carl with a song that, frankly, sounds a little too good to be true. I'm not saying he was embellishing, but, well, no, okay. I guess I am saying that. Never mind. Here's one more tomorrow.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. It could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else.
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Whoa, slow down. Kenji, was it? Why did you go over the details with me and my partner here?
You brought a partner? Good. The more eyes, the better.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Sorry things ended sour.
We got out. That's all that mattered. And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter.
We're here to help. Tell us what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No. She would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
Do you have any idea where she could have gone?
We know she took one of the boats, but that's all. She could be anywhere.
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Don't worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
Heads up.
Now,
What do you need?
Your thoughts?
let's take a look around.
That's all.
Got it.
Mr. Nakano,
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife said she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers?
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Anything more you could tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Mrs. Nakano,
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
you and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Tell me about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away, he was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get
the
there.
Great Green Jewel
Let's go
of
talk
the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City.
to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter's human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter, and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. Did you find where Kasumi went, Detective?
I think Kasumi took off somewhere up north. Do you know what's up there?
Where specifically? I've been up the coast, almost to where the waters start to freeze, but that's a lot of miles.
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor?
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. You have to go after her. Please, take my other ship on the dock outside. My father's design. It has a guidance system, and it is built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
A magic boat ride? Will there be sea monsters?
While I know the seas aren't exactly safe, I am confident that boat can get you there unharmed. At least I hope. I know you haven't asked for payment, and we can't offer much, but here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know my partner here can be a little glib, but we won't rest until we get to the bottom of this. You two have my word.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
Heads up.
I'm listening.
Hey, Valentine.
There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
Should we get a move on?
Your thoughts?
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
That's all for now.
All right.
days out. Wait, that's not one of mine.
Jesus, ease up, Alan. We got visitors.
Mainlanders ain't nothing but
Put the damn gun down. Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, Mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, sorry. You've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Careful on the hull. Don't fall off. Dude, might not be able to rescue you in time.
We've got to defend the harbor.
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
We've got to defend the harbor. Man the hull! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill!
The hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone!
Avery.
Your help won't be forgotten.
Gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
Mariner? There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Helpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Ready all! Fire
Hey.
Guess my good karma's paying off.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
You or me?
We're clear.
All right. Well done, all. Open the gate. Stay clear of the
Captain?
quarry.
Loads
and
of
now you
trappers.
see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. And for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
Sounds like you should deal with the Children of Adam. Permanently.
I'm not sure that's going to make our job here easier.
The Mainlander sees the sense in all this.
I will do everything in my power to keep the peace here. So go, Alan. Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
I don't need a guide.
I don't recommend going it alone. If you change your mind, best place to look for Longfellow is the bar, the last plank. Before you do that, though, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Look alive.
What's the plan? Looks like you got something to say.
Your thoughts?
I've been told the Valentine did...
That's all.
Got it.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Alan?
Huh. The mainlander. Great. You helped us on Mariner's hull, but we didn't...
I'm not here to pick a fight.
You just don't understand. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us Harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. But there's one exception. That is, if you meant what you said to Avery about the Children of Adam. Anyone willing to put those bastards down, I'll sell my top-shelf ordnance to with a smile.
I'll take a look.
Let's deal.
Anything I can lug for you?
Look alive.
There's something you need? Go on. Looking for something?
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's deal.
Happily.
Everyone! Everyone!
We're trying to have a conversation here.
Shut your mouths, open your damned ears! So the fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house!
Yeah!
Time to Today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this. Top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What do you have?
Now that's what I like to hear. Ha!
Oh, I think Ting likes you. Here, kitty.
Bingo. Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia?
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially, wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers? They're a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them. But there you have it.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
The runaway's name is Kasumi. You know about her?
Sounds like Captain Avery's been running her mouth again. She should know better than to stick her nose where it's not wanted. Maybe I heard of her, maybe not.
Trust me, I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
Burns the belly, but gets the job done. Get it now.
Let's head out of town. Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for a rope. Tastes foul as sin, but it'll help.
Need to drown your troubles?
We
Talk to
need
Mitch,
move
the
through
last
the
plank.
Old Mountain Trail is where we're. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think those rataways all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live. You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harbor woman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all.
Anything useful?
Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now... There's someone or something else here. Found you!
Couldn't take long.
All right. Mountain trail. We stick to this and we'll make it to Acadia. Game trails crisscross the road. So don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with. Come on. You're going. You grow everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go. Hear that? Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear, but you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. What was that? Gotcha!
Excuse me.
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around. You're dead!
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad-worshipping lunatic, that's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Sounds like none of my business.
Lucky for you.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
You do know you're crazy, right?
Watch yourself, outsider. You walk through Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic...
Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Up ahead, the air is clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now. And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do. I don't know what's more so, my back or my feet.
know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth? We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own, and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know, Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these, or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
No. But if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I was with my husband. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son, Sean. And... well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel, and we have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous. Those who've used us, tried to replace humans with my kind, they're dangerous. All we want is to live in peace. On our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia. Talk to my people. We aren't a threat to anyone.
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
I should get going.
Of course.
You were in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Hey.
Do something for you?
What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
It's hard to...
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me out, helped me escape. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Of course, Nick. We'll find something.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
Hey.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence.
That was all I had.
Sure, sure.
Hey, Dima.
Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
I should get going.
Of course.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to work for the Institute, returning synths that had escaped. I was tracking a synth, and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth, and the error of my ways.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can, but no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
Dima looks like he's...
Well, he was just a...
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there, and what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once, and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
I don't do much for free, Faraday.
Ah, right. Of course. I should have thought of that. How does 100 caps sound?
Didn't you say this might be dangerous? 100 caps seems a little light if danger is involved.
Well, yes, there is that possibility. Would 200 caps be more agreeable?
Faraday, come on. I want to help you, I really do. 200 caps is just... I mean, it's a little insulting.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Insulting you was not my intention. Is 300 caps less insulting? That's really about all I can spare.
Why don't we just agree that you'll give me all the caps you've got?
Fine. 400 caps is as much as I can spare. Now please, let me know when you found the drives.
Giving you trouble, I could give that terminal.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Done and done. Serious subroutines running on this box, but maybe... Nope. Damn. I'm sorry. Not happening.
I'm in.
That'll do it.
Yes?
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
The term hellhole comes to mind.
Perhaps a bit harsh, but the environment certainly can be unforgiving. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
I could use a doctor.
Time to put my knowledge... So, are you...
Not feeling so hot.
What ails you?
Actually?
Okay.
Hey.
Can I help you?
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. what you are, where you came from. Let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with. Let me know if you need something.
Let's see what you have.
Let's do some business.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
I'll probably be leaving soon.
That's for the best. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You must have tons of friends with this attitude.
I don't need friends.
Hey.
You want to buy something or what?
I'll take a look, sure.
Don't touch everything, okay?
Hey there.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday, once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose, but honestly, it does get a bit boring.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind one less mouth to feed. Why don't you just leave then?
Oh no. I just couldn't leave my dear friends behind. I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
New girl, right? Must be, because I don't recognize you. Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Sorry. Didn't mean to bother you.
It's not your fault. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you couldn't have, so just forget it.
Did you need something?
Hey.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
Do you think you're better off now that you're here?
Oh, absolutely. I don't have to pretend, I don't have to lie,
And I don't worry that someone's gonna kill me in my sleep. Or worse. I'll see you around, okay?
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. How you can never really know. But it just answers so many questions. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
You're coming with me, Kasumi.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. But there's something terrible going on here, and I... Wait. You find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me? What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Sister, there's a lot of things on this island more important than you.
If you could just hold the jokes for a second. You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Step aside and let the master hacker show you how it's done.
If you're sure. Good luck. Once you have something, let me know.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Got it.
There we are. I'm all ears.
Here.
Count on it.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the children of Adam have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, Dima. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Adam without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. And Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt, giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have. But I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Acadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
Dima's got his fingers everywhere on this island. And whatever's in his memories isn't something we can wait for someone else to find. You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Heads up.
I'm listening. Something up?
Your thoughts?
The detective's life isn't an easy...
Nice hat. That's all.
Sure, sure.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the children of Adam, of course.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. I'll bet that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
So, say I get the memories. What then?
If it's something that would really threaten the island, then it's better out of the hands of the children of Adam. Or Far Harbor, even. And if Dima really can't be trusted, we'll have his own memories to confront him with.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there.
Good luck.
I'm gonna
Careful
run
with
some
them tools
diagnostics while you're tinkering.
Damn near lost a finger last time I tried. Keep saying to myself I should settle down someday.
What kind of things you have? Well, I've heard that they have taken over the castle, which I guess was a long time ago, but it's been a while. And is that full of fish? Monsters? Or monster fish? Maybe? I don't know.
Sweet.
Not relevant. The Minutemen are there now. That's good.
Richter, please, you can't do this. We've
It's
been loyal.
Grand Zealot to you, and your dedication has come into doubt. You need to prove your faith. One of you may return to the fold. The other will return to Adam.
Richter, this is insane. You can't expect us to...
Will there be anything else?
Send you to the dirt.
That it?
I know that you can hear me. Please. Please.
What? Someone's coming.
Surrender now, and Adam may show you mercy.
Well, that looks like fun.
Who's ready to Hostile target identified.
Chit-chat? Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat? Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
Doing that much good at this point.
Ambush! Ambush! Defensive.
Underestimate us again. Couldn't take long.
Hello? What are you hiding? Can't tell if this was storage or trash.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Something out.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Nice.
If you're listening to this, then you made it inside my memory banks. Take a moment. I know it's a lot at once. The architecture you're seeing is data. My data. When I'm plugged into the chair, this is what I see. You're using an earlier version of that technology, a brainwave scanner instead of a direct neural wire. Look around. Do you see that yellow column in the distance? That's long-term memory storage. That's your goal. But you can't just retrieve that data yourself. One of the programs loaded in that holotape is called the indexer. They're represented by the friendly green sprites milling around. Do you see them? The indexers have one purpose: to get the data in the yellow column and bring it back to the memory access point. You need to help them get there and back safely. Once they've recovered all the data in the memory, The program will translate it into something you can understand. If you ever need to leave the simulation, then don't worry. Nothing gets reset. You can keep going from wherever you left off. Good. Now you just need to create a path to the data with code blocks, and your indexers can get to work. The system has been alerted to your presence. Now things will get hairier. You'll need to deploy defense constructs against the system's active countermeasures. The system's sentries will do everything they can to stop your indexers from returning to the access point with the data. Memory retrieval now at 60%.
Intrusive indexer detected. Sentry has detected active intrusive program. Beginning attrition of intrusive program. Intrusive program detected. Intrusive indexer eliminated.
Verifying memory file. 100%. We're done here. We now have an access point into the next memory. Just step into the data stream where this memory was stored.
Memory file identification 0V-9AX0. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Things are not going well with Far Harbor. Several of my people have been assaulted, spat at, interrogated for no reason. This is getting out of control. But there's still a chance they can learn to trust us. We just need one of their own who's on our side. I can't let anyone know what I'm about to do. I'll need to set up the equipment far away from Acadia. It'll double as a place to bury the evidence.
Additional location data appended. A makeshift medical facility underneath the VIM. Pop Factory. Coordinates downloaded.
Intrusive program detected. Intrusion detected. Countermeasures initiated. Beginning attrition of intrusive program. Intrusive program detected.
Data block retrieved. Progress.
Sentry beginning erasure protocol.
Memory retrieval at 100%. Verifying. Looks good. You can now use the data stream as an access point to the next memory.
Memory file identification 0J-2NN8. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I'm offloading this memory. I cannot bear lying to Confessor Martin and his children of Adam any longer. Better to just forget. I found it. The location of the launch key to fire the nuclear missile inside the submarine. Confessor Martin believes it can bring his people into division. Destruction at the hands of an atomic blast. He struggles with how literal his interpretation of that precept should be. I can't risk him deciding to find the key and use it.
his people were the first to accept me for what I am. The thought of them being gone fills me with nothing but pain.
Additional data appended. Location: the Harbor Grand Hotel safe room. Key code 485130.
Intrusive indexer detected. Intrusive indexer detected. Intrusive program detected. Intrusive indexer detected. Intrusive program detected. Intrusive indexer detected. Data breach detected. Initiating anti-intrusion countermeasures. Intrusive program detected. Intrusive indexer detected.
Data block retrieved. Progress.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program.
Memory retrieval now at 60%.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program. Status update. Intrusive indexer erased from system. Intrusive indexer detected. Intrusive indexer detected. Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive indexer. Intrusive indexer detected. Intrusive program detected.
Complete memory retrieved. The data stream is now available to access the
Memory file identification 0H-3X0P. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I've made a contingency plan in case Far Harbor discovers the truth, or gives in to their xenophobia despite all my efforts. I've isolated the wind turbine powering Far Harbor's fog condensers. A kill switch command will leave them defenseless from the fog and its creatures. But now that it's done, am I really capable of this? This massacre that I've engineered? I'm going to remove the command code from my memories. I'll bury a hard copy if I need to use it. But I can't keep it close to me. It makes me sick.
Additional location data appended. Coordinates to the kill switch command code and the wind farm maintenance building.
Intrusive program detected. Warning. Data breach detected. Intrusion countermeasures initiated. Security alert. Intrusion detected in long-term storage.
First data block recovered. Good. Just keep doing what you're doing. Data block retrieved. Progress. That's 100% verified. Good job. You can use the data stream to access the next memory, as usual.
Memory file identification 0Z-7A4K. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Get away from me! What the hell are you?
It's me. We escaped the Institute together. You're my brother.
I don't have a brother. Name's Nick Valentine. And no one in my family tree is a plastic skin freak.
You're just confused. Let me help.
Stay away from me! I don't want to hurt you!
Goodbye, brother.
End playback.
Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive indexer. Security alert. Data breach detected. Countermeasures initiated. Sentry beginning erasure protocol against unauthorized indexer.
Memory retrieval now at 60%.
Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive indexer.
Complete memory retrieved. You can exit the simulation at any time.
Memory file identification 0Y-8K7D. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning
Exiting
playback.
simulation in 3,
I've discovered
2,
a curious record inside
1.
the pre-war data files of the submarine base. The Marines here were equipped with an advanced model of combat armor. There are several suits already in the base. States of deterioration. But there were more shipments of the armor on its way to the base the day the bombs fell. They could be in prime condition if the sealants have held. I have no use for them, but you never know. Maybe they'll be worth digging up one day.
Additional data appended. Armor shipments tracking information. Coordinates downloaded.
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
Hey, when you were in Dima's memories, did you find anything? Any proof about what really happened between us?
Take a listen to this holotape, Nick. It's from the data we pulled off of Dima's memory banks.
All right. Let me run this real quick. God. Dima really did help me escape the Institute? I wasn't just tossed out with the garbage. I must have still been in a haze from one of the Institute's experiments on me. Did I really attack him? Did he really knock the daylights out of me and leave me for dead? Damn it. Why can't I remember?
Ooh, this is how it starts, Nick. Next you'll be forgetting your keys and thinking I'm your great aunt from Southie.
Yeah, you always know just what to say. Well, I wanted proof Dima and I had history, and I got it. Now I just gotta figure out what to do. Should I give him a chance? Try to accept him as my brother? He might just be the only other prototype synth that exists.
I think you'd regret it if you didn't try to get to know him better.
You're right. Maybe next time we swing by Acadia, I'll try to be a little nicer to the old synth. Try to make up for lost time. Thanks, by the way. I wouldn't know the truth without you.
I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no.
We've just been traveling for a while now, and I figured, especially after all that stuff with Dima, that you deserve to know more about me. So, there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated.
A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. You remember when Dima was talking about the Institute's personality experiments? My memories, my personality. They're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. But hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap. A body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Come to think of it, that was probably just after Dima and I had fought. It was a confusing couple of weeks all around. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't gonna hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. Local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. Something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Ma'am?
Looks like this is my lucky day.
Well, there's this article in in the newspaper. Public occurrences.
AO compromised. Engaging.
It's something. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying it's... And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was. As to read, I have a statement from the mayor's office.
Get out of here.
You know, it's
Movement detected.
nothing to worry
Possible
about.
stealth unit in the AO.
Safe and all.
Hide and seek.
Hostile down.
Weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Okay, let's play. Let's play. Worry by the 3 something.
Worry, 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 love is passing me by. Worry, 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 love is passing me by. Worry, 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 I'm so painfully shy. Other guys get all the kisses. Why am I the one who misses? Worry, 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 woe is me. Baby, 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 I'm a fool about love. Maybe, maybe I should go to school about love. When it comes to getting chummy, I'll admit I'm quite a dummy. Worry, 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 woe is me. I found out that I'm the worrying kind. I go worrying right along. Worry, 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 should I hold her so tight? Worry, 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 am I kissing her right? She said, Joe, you are married. I'm not Joe, my name is Harry. Worry, worry, worry.
Hey, you disappear! No fair!
one way to get it.
Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald. I know this feeling, Ella.
Look alive.
What's the plan?
Coming to you from, the jeweled green, the green, the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. Would you like some Danny Kaye? I sure thought
Bingo.
so.
If I got it.
Each morning a missionary advertised with neon signs. He tells the native population
certain girls.
That was Personality by Johnny Mercer. And now, a word or several from our sponsors. Power Noodles. Our chef only says one sentence, but that's okay because he only serves one thing. This is Baby It's Just You by Magnolia from Good Neighbor.
Like an earthquake starting to roll, I felt my world shake, out of control, like a world war starting to brew. Baby, it's just you, like a cyclone, wild in the street.
Who's
Got
there?
my mind.
Someone there? Let us splatter your brain!
Without a clue, 'cause baby, it's just you. You leave me weak in the knees. I'm feeling reckless.
What the?
Me, please.
Stranger.
Flowing through.
Slipped right through our fingers.
Baby, it's just you. Help me, rescue my heart. Save me, falling apart. Take me, baby. You got the power, you got the cure.
What is it?
Jump in the track or a car.
What? Scared already?
In a jack. What's the Queen of Hearts to do? 'Cause baby, it's just you. I felt my world start waving goodbye, radiating through and through. Baby, it's just you, radiating through and through. Oh, baby, it's just, baby, it's just, baby, it's just you.
Look alive.
What's the plan?
We've run into a bit of trouble with...
I'll see what anything I can help with?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Sure thing.
Hey.
There's something you need?
You just heard Billie Holiday. Lucky you. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you haven't already seen him, which I did, so not just something. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while. Some people who are totally not thought that.
What was that?
Well, they thought he might be dead, or destroyed, or whatever. Anyway, glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talked, like, ever. Now, let's hear a really good song by Bob Crosby.
Yes.
And look for the gold in a rainbow, and you'll find happy time. You'll hear a tune that lifts heart of a blue...
Hey! Hands where I can see them. Now, where is the key?
Franny, put the gun down. What exactly do you think you're going to accomplish?
My job. You're going to give me that key, and I'm going to get paid.
Hey, the world's over. Are you really... Ah! Ah! Ah!
Scream all you want, Arnie. Everyone's been evacuated. It's just you and me. Now focus. Where is the key?
Rot in hell! Ah!
We can do this all day, Arnie.
Fine. The hell's it matter? It's on the boat. Fringe Cove docks. Combinations 44, 6, 75, 12.
Now, was that so hard? So long, Captain. Now where the hell's the release to this...
Sorry, Franny. You're stuck with me. Franny, it's me. I'm at the Grand. In our old suite. 485130. That's the key to the safe room they installed in case of the bombs. Franny, I need you to come quick. I don't know when they'll be coming for me, so I prepped the boat in case we need to make a rapid exit. But I can't be a part of this. Nuclear war? I won't do it. I'm not gonna let anyone else use my submarine to blow up the damn world. Please, Franny. I need you here. If this is the end, let's spend it together.
So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute? Yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor.
No.
I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but... I mean, they may
No accounting for taste.
It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
I think it's way safer to just sit here and play music.
Why do these objects keep moving?
Because I move them. And then I forget. Here's music. Here's Roy Brown singing Life in the Take it away, Roy.
Well, I'm willing, I'm able, I'm frantic, much alive. Well, I'm 6 feet tall, I ain't so hand-me-down. Yes, I'm 6 feet tall and I ain't so hand-me-down. I'm young and I'm in my prime. Well, when you want me hollering, I'll be there all the time.
Each morning, a missionary advertised with neon sign. He tells the native population that civilization is dying.
What?
And 3 acres
Defiler!
from the bomb. Why did my head go?
Anyone who walked away from it.
Settle down. In the jungle, I refuse to go. Don't want no bright lights, false teeth, doorbells, landlords. I make it clear.
That no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right. I look through a magazine the missionary's wife concealed.
magazine, what happens?
I see how people
Missile launch.
civilized
Time to make our exit.
Lockdown protocol engaged.
They have got to pay many coconuts to see.
What do they see, Donnie?
Uncivilized pictures of the loose still takes of me.
So, bonga, bonga, bonga.
25 seconds to lockdown.
Bingo, bango, bongo, he's so happy in the jungle, he refused to go.
Don't want no penthouse, bathtub, streetcars, taxi cars in my ear.
Lockdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lockdown complete. Commencing launch.
Like savages to get aboard an iron train.
I am become death, the destroyer
They've got 2 weeks vacation. They hurry to vacation ground.
What do
of
they
worlds.
do, Donnie?
They swim and they fish, but that's what I do all year round.
Hey,
Go ahead. Something to get off your chest?
your thoughts?
Sorry. You say something? You get flashes from old Nick's life every now and then. I sure spent a lot of time in sandwich joints.
Oh, nothing.
All right.
No matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
they have things like the atom bomb.
So I think I'll stay where I am.
Civilization, I'll stay right here.
Sorry, Dima, but it's done. They were too dangerous.
So you sacrificed them? Was there no better way?
They were misguided. But doesn't every form of life deserve a chance at redemption? I am tired. And what's done is done. Was there anything else?
Your memories led me to a great
Now everyone, silence. Of silence. Thank you.
Hero of the hour. Wiped out all the children of Adam. These caps are for you. And if you need anything from my shop, you let me know.
How's it going?
Whatever.
I'll take a look.
You got it.
Hard times.
Avery.
We're talking now. Tectus was many things, but I don't think he was that eager to meet his division. Why did you do it?
Ultimately, it was a choice between you and them.
Maybe putting aside all the bad blood was just a fairy tale. I hope their sacrifice will bring peace to the island. Otherwise, what you've done... Just leave.
Never look a trapper in the eyes. They'll, something else.
Guns, guns, and more guns.
Stranger, you need odds, ends, junk, or knickknacks. You've come to the right place.
Hey.
You another vulture circling over Andre's body? He ain't dead. Wait. No. It's a mainlander. Well, welcome to my little clinic. If you need doctoring, speak up. I wish I had time for some proper conversation, but my work's never done.
Who's Andre?
Poor Andre's my patient over there. He spent too long a spell in the fog. You may think you know your mainland radiation poisoning, but we got our own special brand here.
Tex Beneke, folks.
I know a few things about medicine. Can I try to help him?
You say, what? You? Help? Well, poor Andre's got it bad. Good is dead.
Hey, have you seen the,
Well, I suppose there's no harm letting you have a poke.
There's this article
But I'll be watching you.
The newspaper.
Bait shop's got it.
Boy, I mean, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a synth. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was asked to read.
Bait shop's got everything.
I have a
you
statement
need.
from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of, it's crazy stuff, right? Weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Here's Uranium Rock, a song about people getting rich by finding uranium. That worked out real well for all of us, didn't it? I'm joking, just joking. It went poorly.
Kasumi? Oh my god, my baby is okay.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you.
Happy to do it, Kenji.
You don't often see kindness in the Commonwealth. I'll never forget this.
If any of you ever need help again, you know where to find us.
Kasumi, does this mean you know we're your parents, right? You're not a synth.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry. I was just so confused. I wanted to go somewhere. Anywhere.
It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now.
Hold on to her, Kenji. You never know when your family's gonna be taken from you.
I'm glad you understand. It's a terrible world out there. We only have each other. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward for bringing my daughter home safely. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think they would be better with you.
Thank you, Kenji.
You've earned it. You traveled far and back to get me answers. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that.
See you around, Kenji.
Goodbye, Nick. Best of luck to you and your partner in the future.
Thank you for everything. We're a family again. This is how it should be.
You building a collection or something?
You're back. How did everything go with the Nakano case?
I tracked Kenji's daughter to a synth refuge up north, near Far Harbor. She's back home, safe and sound.
That's great. We don't often get to bring people good news. It's a nice change of pace. Thanks for coming in for this one. I knew something good was happening when you and Nick started working together. Don't be a stranger, Gumshoe.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're giving our friend here all the credit.
Just keeping you on your toes, Nick.
But not Warren Smith.
Heads up.
Do something? In this line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had a case quite like Kasumi's.
I want overtime pay for this one, Nick.
That makes two of us. I'm glad things ended as well as they have. The Nakanos are a happy family again. As much as anyone around here can be.